In this video, I'm going to show you how to factor simple quadratics, specifically from test questions. So let's look at question number 1. What is the factored form of the polynomial shown? So what this is telling me is, if I know nothing else, it says of the polynomial shown. So I know this is what's called a polynomial. And it's saying what is the factored form. I know these are factored forms of this. Okay? And so what I need to do is I need to factor x squared minus 8x plus 15 into what looks like two binomials. This is a binomial and this is a binomial. Now, the way that we do this is we are going to factor using the box method. And so this represents the stuff inside the box, and what we want as our answers are the outside of the box. This times this will give us this here. So the first term goes in the first box, the last term goes in the last box, and then the value of a, which is 1. So the value of a, which is 1, times c, which is 15, goes in the t-chart. This t-chart represents all the factors of 15, so things that multiply together to get 15. So, for example, 1 times 15 and 3 times 5. So what I'm doing is I'm looking in this list for two numbers that combine to give me a -8. So can 1 plus 15 equal a -8? So like 1 plus 15 is 16. 15 minus 1 would be 14, so no. Here, 3 plus 5 is 8, and 5 minus 3 would be 2. So 3 plus 5 is 8, so a -3 minus 5 would give me a -8. So these two things go in either box, because when we multiply these things together, these things would combine to give me the -8. And then now I look at GCF, so the greatest common factor. So I look at these two boxes and ask myself, what do they share? They both have an x in them. You see that? Then I go to these two boxes, and what do these both share? Meaning, what are they both divisible by? 3 is divisible by 3 and 1. 15 is also divisible by 3, so I'm going to factor out the 3. And whatever sign is in this box comes out with it. Here, what do these two boxes have in common? What are they both divisible by? They're both divisible by an x. Here, what are these two boxes divisible by? 5 is divisible by 5 and 1. 15 is also divisible by 5, so that's what I want. And the negative is going to come out with it. So the answer is x minus 3 times x minus 5. So now what I need to do is I really quickly need to look for x minus 3 in my answer choices. This has x plus 3. Here's x minus 3. And neither one of these have x plus 3 or minus 3. X minus 5, x minus 5. So the correct answer is B. To the next question, question 6. Annie wanted to solve the equation shown using factoring. So she wants to solve this by factoring, which could be a step in her solution. And so this is really, you're going to come back and see this again in another video. But to start, it says that we need to factor. So I'm going to start with x squared plus 5x minus 24. And I need to factor this, meaning I need to get it into something times something. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to set up the box method. First term, first box. Last term, last box. And then A, which is 1, times C, which is 24, goes in the t-chart. I'm going to write down all the factors of 24. So 24 is 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, 4 times 6, and that's it. I'm looking for the two numbers that combine to give me the middle term, which is 5x. So the question is, which of these, when you combine them, will equal a positive 5x? So 1 plus 24 would be 25. 24 minus 1 would be 23, so it's not that one. 2 plus 12 is 14. 12 minus 2 would be 10, so it's not that one. 3 plus 8 would be 11. And 8 minus 3 would be 5. This might work. So it's a positive, so that would mean the 8 needs to be positive. And the 3 would be negative. Just to check, 4 plus 6 would be 10. And 6 minus 4 would be 2, so it's not that one. So it's this one with a negative 3x plus 8x, which equals 5x. Now I'll take out the GCFs. These two boxes share an x. These two boxes are both divisible by 3. I'll take the negative out with it. These two boxes share an x. These two boxes are both divisible by, okay, so 8 is divisible by 2. 8 is divisible by 4. And 8 is divisible by 8. 24 is divisible by 2. 24 is also divisible by 4. 24 is also divisible by 8, and we want the largest one. So we'll take 8. Positive comes out with it. So x minus 3 times the quantity x plus 8. Okay? You'll learn more about this in the next video, but which could be a step in her solution. Like I said, you'll learn more about this in the next video. But this was step 1. Okay? Question number 7, what are the solutions to the quadratic equation? Your first step, if you are going to find solutions, solutions are values for x that make this true, but your first step would be to factor this. Okay, so I'm going to do factoring for this. First term, first box. Last term, last box. And then A, which is 1, times C, which is 27, goes in the t-chart. 27 is 1 times 27, 3 times 9, and that's it. And the question is, which of these combine to give me a positive 12x? 1 plus 27 is 28. 27 minus 1 is 26. Neither one of those are 12. 3 plus 9 is 12. There we go. So it's a positive 12, so it's positive 3 plus 9. So a positive 3x goes in one box, positive 9x goes in the other box, and then we factor out GCFs. So here we're going to factor out an x. Here we're going to factor out a, they're both, so 3 is divisible by 3 and 1. Is 27 divisible by 3? It is. So 3 is the largest one. These are both divisible by x. So 9 is divisible by 1 and 3, and also 9. 27 is divisible by 1. 27 is divisible by 3. 27 is also divisible by 9. So 9 is actually our largest number. So we'll take that out. So this factors into x plus 3 times the quantity x plus 9. You'll learn about the next step in the next video.